See pace car down onto pit road. That 20 of Corey Heim, talking about those teammates. The 15 of Gustine driving for Venturini Motorsports. That green flag is out, and we are racing at Michigan.
A pretty massive jump by Corey Heim to start the race, so Roger will have a good opportunity to get up into the outside lane here. It kind of left his help from Gustine, but I guess it didn't need it.
Corey Heim's been really good at restarts. Oh, and by the way, he drives for Kyle Busch Motorsports in the NASCAR Truck Series. Kyle's the king of restarts. Corey's doing a lot of work this year. He not only won twice in the Truck Series, but's done really well in every race he's run. And look at him take out this early lead. And there's Raja in pursuit. They're weaving already down the backstretch on lap 1.
Yeah, Kruth was able to get a pretty good draft on the backstretch and make Corey check the mirror. So I think he'll get a good run off the top here as well. Already a little bit loose. I think that's some of that track rubber coming in.
Let's take a look at our auto park it replay. Again, starting 19th at number 43. We knew it probably wouldn't take him long to get back up to the front. But keep your eye on that 40.
Getting a big draft into the corner here, trying to figure out where to take it. All the way up, all four in the resin, taking the momentum. That was a really brave move probably for the beginning of the race, especially knowing how many clearancing issues they had with the car, but I don't think these guys are very afraid.
Non-racing.
Yeah, Amber up in the wall here.
Yep, that's Amber Balkin, that number 30.
What a tough break.
Full-time drivers.
3 of the last 5 races, she's ended early in an accident. She was running 8th right now. She had a great qualifying effort in 7th. That Rhett Jones Racing team, that's a home race for them, as Terry Jones is from nearby Ontario, and they were looking for big things today out of Amber to get back on track, and she's in the wall there for a long time already.
Yeah, it's a funny angle. I don't know if it looks like she maybe had a tire go down on corner entry and just kept it up high. So she got in the wall. It'd be interesting to see if we have an angle that's a little further on the straightaway, but I don't think that was late enough in the corner for that to really be something she was involved in.
All right, Raja told Austin that he's going to try to do a little better in this segment, and we said we're going to segment to lap 70, but we're seeing the number 20 back on pit road, Jim.
Race leader Corey Heim back to pit road, looking at the left side tires, it appears. Making sure they're tight. That's a big deal.
Yeah, they had a really slow pit stop. They were there. I think I was listening to your radio there. It was really close for them to make it back out before their allotted time. So be interested to see what happened there, but gives us something to watch here. Fastest car on the racetrack coming from the back. I tell you what, I like this top 5 here. These guys were racing really hard, and now they're racing for the lead.
And the green flag is out. We are racing again at Michigan in the ARCA Menards Series.
Let's see who made the right adjustments early on here. These top 4 cars were racing in the top 5 before Corey Heim had his issues. He's given the lead up to this great battle on the racetrack in turn 2.
A really good push by Raja there to give Nick Sanchez the lead. So I think those pushes are going to come really, really important on late race restarts.
And that team's just been so good. Mark McFarland's guys have been intact. The only change this year, Chris Bone went on to become a crew chief in the Xfinity Series. He was the car chief for this team last year. Jordan Irving now has that job with the 18 right here. Sammy's right in the mix.
What do you see in Austin? I know you like it.
I tell you what, this draft must be worth a lot because Nick Sanchez, I thought, was going to get left by Brett Holmes, and he was able to draft right back up to him. Really close, tight clear off of turn 2. And I think that gave Sammy Smith a really big draft into turn 1 and gives him a shot to fight for the lead again. I think Sammy's waiting for an opportunity, maybe waiting to be able to pull it on the bottom. And this is where he was actually really good in the Xfinity car today. He was able to pull down to the bottom and get a run on people and get that clean air on the nose and get the car turning. So I think that's something that he picked up and really learned how to work that and splitting that seam, running that lane today. And it's given an opportunity to fight for the lead here in the ARCA race.
He's right there, right there. See if we can make it stick.
It's hard to beat that momentum on the outside, but I think as good as he was on the bottom through turn 1 and 2, I think all he wants to do is stay nose to nose coming into turn 1. I'll be interested to see the shot he's got here as he kind of wiggles to get close to him, get that side draft.
So much fun to watch. Oh, they are side by side.
He's way low on the racetrack here. I think Nick Sanchez is going to have the advantage. But it was really critical for Nick to get that side draft back to him heading into turn 1, because if he didn't, I think that was Sammy's corner. So, but he's got an opportunity to line back up again as we see Corey Heim already running back down Brett Holmes, and if he's able to block that air into the corner here. But as you see again, he dives down to the bottom, gets right on his left rear, gets him loose. Really tight racing, still shoving Nick up the racetrack. Had to probably back out of it a little bit. And Sammy's going to get a draft off this lap car, side by side. Lap car doesn't want any part of this.
I think Nick tried to pick him there, but the speed was so different between the Alex Club Blue 03 and these 2 leaders. Sanchez had to give him a lane to run.
I think the outside's still going to prevail here. I think it's going to be a side draft fest all the way down the front straightaway here as you hear Sammy back out of it just a touch. But gets that side draft, gets that corner panel, and he's going to try and pull down away from Nick, but it's going to be interesting to see if he can clear him into one. This has definitely been a strength, and cue the Jaws music. Here comes Corey Heim.
I could play it.
I was going to do it, and I thought, no, I'm too intrigued by watching them as they come out of turn 2 here on this racetrack.
And if you're Corey Heim, you have the opportunity to control the race here, because when you get this draft, you can pick one of the 2 of the other cars. Who do you want to move forward? Who do you push by the other one? Or do you make them 3 wide?
So interesting, as we're watching the battle for first between Nick Sanchez in the 2 and Sammy Smith in the 18, you're saying the catbird seat is the number 20 of Corey Heim there in 3rd.
Yeah, and race on tracks this big, talking about Raja and a lot of these guys who are Sammy Smith, guys who don't get to run on these big tracks. The only chance you get, the first chance you get in ARCA Menards is see another dive down to the bottom. Can he clear him? Keeps his foot in it. Crossover move here. See if he can get the quarter panel. This is going to give Sammy Smith a chance.
Great move by Corey Heim. To the inside, he went in turn 1. Now he's got a battle with Sanchez down the backstretch. The lead, could it be the pass that makes a difference here? We are closing in.
Oh, he's tight on his door. Corey did not like how long it took him to pass for that lead, so he's trying his best to keep it. I think if Corey's able to keep it on the top here, but Sammy's going to have a huge run down the front straightaway. Let's see if he keeps the same patience as last time.
They're just trying to stay off each other here, feeling that air, trying to get the air, steal the air off the other car. This is exciting at Michigan.
And look at these lap times. I mean, all the top 6, all within just a few tenths of a second of each other. Those Rev teammates, the 6 of Raja Caruth, the 2 of Nick Sanchez, they are the pushers as Sammy Smith in the 18 and Corey Heim are up front. Green flag back in the air. We are racing in the ARCA Menards Series at Michigan.
Really good push by Nick Sanchez, easily getting Sammy Smith the lead there. Seemed like the outside lane just wasn't quite as organized. He's going to get himself clear as well. It's going to be a good run into turn 3.
He raced in the Xfinity Series already today at this track. Doesn't look very tired, looks hungry, but look at that, the number 2 of Nick Sanchez.
Got a huge push off the front bumper of the 20 car, able to get himself easily clear into turn 3 and 4. And he's had a pretty good chance to see what his car's like in clean air and control the race, but he's going to have to hold him off for over 20 laps.
We also saw that glare from the sun. That's going to come into play in these final 23 laps as well.
Corey's got room to work, too. He's got a pretty big gap to the third place battle behind, so he's able to make sure, trying to get himself clear into 1. Try to throttle up in there again. Just barely got himself clear off of the nose of Nick Sanchez. Able to do that same move again, try and get the lead.
For the second time, he does the crossover in turns 1 and 2. It works again for the second time for the Crescent Tools driver, number 20. Heim back to the point.
Series win. There is nothing like winning here in the race. As the yellow is out.
Scott Melton damage in the right rear of that Kimmel Racing Toyota. Big time damage. Rockford, Michigan's Scott Melton back for his second race after injuries at Talladega. Ran Pocono, finished that race in 11th, and here is some damage from the number 69 machine. That looks to be a whole lot of damage for that driver.
They're coming out of turn 4. Corey Heim in that 20. Number 2 is Nick Sanchez. They have 43 of Daniel Dye and the 23 of Brett Holmes right behind. The green flag is out for the final handful of laps at Michigan.
Corey Heim got the jump, but the bottom lane's a lot more organized, and big push coming from Daniel Dye. Gets him clear. Almost clears himself.
He wiggles by getting in the backside of the 2 of Sanchez.
And think of how hungry Daniel Dye is. We know he has 1 career win, but he hasn't had a win this season, correct? He's had a lot of bad luck this season.
1 win last year on the short tracks, but it's a full-time effort for Daniel Dye. A learning experience. He's going to second in that number 43.
Watching those 3 cars up front, but look at who's in 4th. Gus Dean at 15.
Corey Heim in the wall.
Now he has steam out of his ears, Austin.
Yeah, more ways than one. He's going to lose a lot more spots, and this is great news for Daniel Dye, because I think you're looking behind him, seeing that 20 car, and you're not focusing on the leader. And this is a big opportunity. Ooh!
Corey Heim into the back of the 23 of Brett Holmes.
Losing a lot of time.
Slides up into the outside.
Possible at Michigan? Nope, goes low. Great racing here. Corey Heim takes 2 for 1 in turn 2.
Oh, kept his foot in it again. I don't think he got himself clear, but 15 definitely lifted for him there. That was a tight spot, but really critical pass for Corey Heim to be able to pull off to even have a shot here.
With just 3 laps to go, it is Nick Sanchez, the 21-year-old from Miami, leading the race as they come out of turn 4. Nick Sanchez across the line first, but look at Corey Heim.
So Nick Sanchez cut off the air of that 43 car, and he had to back out of it, which has given Corey Heim the ability to have momentum, get a run on the front straightaway. This could come down to the last lap. Nick was able to take the air away again there from the 20 car. He's got about a lap and a half to be able to formulate a run here. as he got another big draft from the 43 car. I think Corey's still going to have a chance, one more chance at it.
So, Austin, you said Corey Heim had to get by Daniel Dye in the next couple laps. He just did. He was able to do that. Now he's going after Nick Sanchez. But is Daniel Dye out of this?
My heart is beating. I can only imagine what Nick Sanchez's heart is doing at one lap to go, trying to break the draft, swerving back and forth. Huge run by the 20 car here. Doesn't know if he needs to go to the top or the bottom. Corey's going to try and keep his foot in it on the bottom. Not enough to get the quarter panel. See if he has another shot into 3 and 4. That was good defense by Nick.
Did Nick Sanchez do enough going to turn 1? That second tuck to the right. Is that the winning move of the race? Oh, Heim is off the pace. Here comes the 43 of Daniel Dye now. Big moves late in the going here at Michigan.
Seems like Corey put it all on the line there, running to the bottom of the racetrack. That's what he felt was his only shot there to win the race. But coming off of turn 4, Nick Sanchez coming to the checkered flag again. Congratulations.
He's been driving out of his mirror. Now it's throttle down. Nick Sanchez is your winner at Michigan.